What's going on, everybody? Tobin here. Reed back there.
Wait, is this part 2 or is this part 3 or is this from last
Part 3. This is part 3 of our livestock DIY trailer build. I'm gonna have a playlist created with all those videos on there. If you want to watch them all, check out our channel with the playlist. But to get you up to speed, we're converting this flatbed trailer into a trailer that we can haul our pigs on. We built the frame for the pen, and then we got the gate finished on the last video. This is going to be a pen that we can remove, but it's not going to be super easy to remove. So today we're going to keep working. We got the gate built and hung on the last video, if you saw that. And
I got a heart sucker.
it's we're both very happy with it so far. Got the hinges on there.
We'll go farther, but the table's right there.
So today we're gonna work on our latch for it, and then we're probably gonna build some stops somehow to stop it from going inside like that. Not sure how we're gonna do that yet, but we'll figure that out. And then the gate's pretty flimsy, but we're hoping when we put we're gonna put cattle panel sides around it, so we're hoping that will stiffen it up a little bit, but we'll see. All right, I think we got the hinge, the latch figured out. So we're gonna weld the latch on here, and here at the bottom, and then this is gonna be what the latch goes into. This is not done yet, obviously, but it'll kind of all make sense once we're done. But this, we're gonna cut a hole through this, weld it to it. Get that'll work, and then we're gonna have to put a stop, like I said, put some kind of stop on there, but we'll figure that part out. Reed's about to weld this in there. You're gonna run a bead here and here, and then one on the back side. Making progress. Reed welded all this. I never even touched it. We bought this latch right here at the metal supply store, and then we built this. This is just a piece of angle iron that we cut a little gap in there, and well, we ran out of wire. We ran through that whole spool. Luckily, I bought 2, so we're going to reload it. Okay, so might have to get a pair of pliers.
Don't you like unscrew this?
No. Just hold on just a second. I'll show you. You need to unscrew that and lift it up. So.
I ain't shooting for it. What in the heck?
What is it?
It says nothing.
You gotta pull that whole wire out of there.
Restart? That's wasteful.
Well, it's not ever gonna feed through there. 0.035 is the thickness of it. This welder takes 0.030 or 0.035. Open that up. You got all the parts over there?
I know how to put it back on the spool. I don't know how to do that. I would imagine you just feed it in there
Yes.
like that, and then you press it. No.
Yes. Showed you all already. I think we got all this part welded up. Reed went back through there and got it all welded in there good, and then got this piece cut and set in place. I'm about to weld it. light's not really the best here underneath our carport, but hope y'all can see this. Basically, I'll put a piece of angle iron, this piece in here. Lighting is horrible. And then welded this other tab to it. And that's our stop. So that prevents the gate from closing in on the trailer. Stops it flush. So I've been struggling, trying to think of how I'm gonna do, I decided I'm gonna do a piece across the top. Just, I don't know that it's gonna be needed for a pig necessarily. It'd be awful hard for a pig to climb that far up there, but you never know. But if we ever decide to haul, you know, small cow, goats, I guarantee you goats could climb up that. So just wanna go ahead and get ahead of it. So, and just do it right the first time. So I was struggling with how I was gonna do that. The cattle panels we bought are 59 inches wide, and this is those are 50 inches wide, and this is 56 inches wide. So it's gonna leave a little bit of gap on each side, no matter how I do it. But I think I figured it out. I'm gonna cut me a couple pieces of angle iron, and I'm gonna cut them so that they'll notch into these existing pieces going this way. I think I'm gonna do 2 of them, and I'm just gonna lay a piece right across the top right here and weld it in there. Hope that makes sense. Once I start doing it, it'll make more sense, but that's the best thing I can do. You know, I can figure it out to do. And I'm just gonna leave a gap on that side of 3 inches, gap on this side 3 inches. Nothing's gonna get through there, so shouldn't be a problem. So I'm gonna cut those pieces now. What the wise people say, measure twice, cut once. I measured like 6 times and still cut it wrong. In my head, I was measuring, I had to get measurements from the inside of the angle iron and the outside of the angle iron, and I should have cut off the outside measurement, I cut off the inside measurement. So I just, over there, leaning up against the carport over there is about 4 foot of wasted metal. So it won't be wasted, we'll use it on another project. I'm already thinking about other welding projects coming up, so it'll get used, but just, I don't know, my brain just wasn't thinking right. So gotta cut 2 more pieces and then redo them, and then once I get them cut and right, I'll show y'all what I'm doing. Okay, got the pieces cut. Gonna try to show y'all what I'm talking about here. So, got a pretty lady in the background. She just got home with groceries. So I cut these pieces, and I kind of like, I guess you'd call that dog earing them on each end right here so that they'll overlap onto the metal. They got one down there too, on both ends. And then I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take a piece of that cattle panel or hog panel. I'm just gonna lay it right across the top here and then weld it in place. There'll be a gap on each side of about 3 inches. It's not a big deal at all. So I think that's gonna be by far the easiest way to do it. And you know, I don't want to complicate this anymore than I have to, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I could try to somehow weld it up underneath there and weld it upside down and all that, but that's just, this is more about an easy way to do it and it being functional. So this trailer's got 4 of these little eyelets, I guess you want to call them, to where you can secure a load to it. So use those to secure the trailer, the pin to the trailer. So Shannon was out here earlier asking me about how high the height from here to the ground and how the pigs would get up in there. And if my calculations are correct, the actual gate that goes on this trailer, it attaches right there and right there, it will still fit and lock up into place. It will lay down and then come back up into place and be able to lock into place. I'm hoping I'm right, but we'll know here in the next video. We're gonna give it a try and see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. This is the third in a series of videos we're gonna put out on building this trailer, pig hauling trailer conversion from a flatbed trailer. So look for the playlist, look for other videos if you want to see before or after this video. Basically what we got left to do is this piece here needs to be welded in place. I need to finish the top, and then we're going to take it back off the trailer and then sand it, wire brush it down, and then paint it, and then we'll put it back on there to stay for a while. Another thing that Shannon was asking about was just the wind on the front of this. Definitely going to get a cheap tarp to put on there, and there's a place close to here that makes heavy duty tarps for like 18-wheelers and stuff like that. May eventually get them to make us one just to go over the front and the top, so that, you know, it keeps them, you know, we don't want them getting hit with rocks, or, you know, and if it's raining, getting rained on and that kind of stuff. So that'll just help protect them and keep them safe. So thank y'all so much for watching. Look for the next video. We'll be back at it here, getting her finished up. So thank y'all. We'll see y'all again.